All right. Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Bashim, Kakwadash. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, the men pushing his work in his truth of his Bible, in the name of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah. Start from the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. All right, just want to push out this message. So play this video, kind of to the women, giving this whole idea of why you should cover up, so I'm just going to play it. Video.
Hello. Excuse me.
Basically, this woman's going to be walking 5 hours, and what you're looking at in the clothes that you see her in, and some modest apparel, some modest clothing, some uh, clothing that's not revealing. She's covered up how she's supposed to be, how a female is supposed to be. You want to see the difference in reactions that she gets. The attention that she gets is significantly different. But
Mommy? Yo, I'm watching that. God bless y'all. How you doing, sweetheart? Hey. Hacemos tú. Stop modeling. You don't think so? Really? Why not? That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? No?
No, I'm not interested.
Not interested?
No.
Why not?
I have a boyfriend.
I give you you're dividing small power.
so the video spoke for itself. It is why the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, God and Creator of heaven and earth, is why why the scriptures say what it says. Why the instructions of the Lord were given how they were given regarding a woman's behavior, how she should dress herself, how she should look, because the beauty that lies in a woman. It is to be covered. That is her man's glory. Uh, Low I get that. We'll see. But First Timothy 2:9, and I want women to be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing and not draw attention. This is the NLT, and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes. For women who claim to be devoted to God should make themselves attractive by the good things they do. Now, modest apparel. Let me just get this word modest or modestly. A sense of shame or honor. Modesty, bashfulness, shamefacedness. Women should be shamefaced. Shamefaced again here in the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 15. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. I'm gonna read that same verse in the GNT in my book that I have off the screen. Sirach 26 and 15 in the GNT. A modest wife has endless charm. It is a quality too precious to measure. And this is all righteously speaking regarding charm, not anything wicked or loose or trying to charm everybody that's around or trying to attract attention. I'm gonna read up too, because actually you can look here on the screen now. Verse 14, Sirach 26 and 14, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Going into modesty and shamefacedness, having that whole spirit of a modest spirit, a shamefaced spirit, reverence, regard for others, respect to who? First, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and then unto her head, her husband. This is what she was um, commanded to do in these scriptures before she got a man. She ought to be like this prior to her getting a man, and then when she gets a man. See, towards God, towards men, because the husband is her head, and then it's Yahweh Shai, and then it's Yahweh. But we're gonna. All right. So again, I'm gonna read it through. Sirach 26 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and a faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. I'm going to jump to 25. However, it says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Bitch. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. See, so all this is pointing towards walking how Yahweh Shem Yahushua told you to be. Cover up and be in a modest spirit as a woman. You're told that is of great value. A woman that is shamefaced. That is of great value. A truly modest woman. Now, when you're getting catcalled and harassed, I wonder why. You see in the video, I wonder why. Now, let me get this. This is Sirach 36 and 22. It says, a woman's beauty makes a man happy. There is no fairer sight for the human eye to see. That's crazy because this is true. This is how the Lord made the woman to be. Therefore, he made them to cover up. He made them this attractive. Now he told their ass to cover the hell up. Like rubies and diamonds and all the precious stones that you can find, the gold, where are they at? They are covered by what? Mountains and dirt and rock. You have to go dig them out. So if this scripture says there is no fairer sight for the human eye to see, this is putting the woman's beauty, her whole beauty, her body, her everything, all of her beauty and appeal above all of these rubies and all of these gemstones and precious stones. And those stones are covered up in a mountain, and you have to mine them and dig them out and go search for them. They aren't just on display for people to be seeing, so easily to see. So a woman's beauty makes a man happy. So you cover that beauty up, showing that because that's why I got this. The Lord made them to be this attractive to the point to where King David went off with Bathsheba just by seeing her beauty. He lost his mind in that moment and did some crazy stuff. Slept with her, committed adultery, and he killed her husband off of seeing her beauty, which he was not even supposed to ever see. That was never supposed to happen. Well, in the story, but something like that is not supposed to happen. You're never supposed to see another man's nakedness, another man's beauty, someone's wife. You're never supposed to see them in that extent. Because a woman's beauty makes a man happy. KJV, it says it cheereth the countenance. Let me get it in my book. Sirach 36, verse 22 in the KJV. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Again, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. So you see all the people in this video that was shown in the beginning, they captivated her beauty. They looked at it and they immediately wanted to talk to her, whistling at her, saying stuff to her, trying to walk with her, trying to get her. Didn't matter if she had a man or not. Why? Because she wasn't carrying herself how the Lord ordained her to do it, made her to do it. How a woman in general should be carrying herself. The Lord knows. You're not going to walk around that's like someone walking around with a whole bunch of jewelry on. So much ice around here, a bunch of watches, so much diamonds, so it's just flashing and just all flashy. He's going to attract a whole lot of attention. And isn't a woman's beauty more attractive than that? Yeah. And you should cover both of them up. You shouldn't, both will be covered up. Or you're going to get luring eyes to take your jewelry, to envy, a bunch of stuff. But not to go into that, just to really give that example and that point of the attention that one would get comparing the beauty of diamonds and whatnot to a woman. But so I'm gonna go back to this. The First Timothy. I didn't know it was gonna be this long. First Timothy, that First Timothy 2:9. If it won't lag, but First Timothy 2:9. It says, what the, sorry, slag. Sorry for this slagness. In the NLT, in the NLT says, and I want women to be modest in their apparel, in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing and do not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes. Now, got some other stuff. Let me see. All right, so Slacky, sorry. I was losing my train of thought. Now, if a man has a woman, no, if a woman is taken, she has a man, and she does not do this, she does not cover herself up or wear modest apparel. Now she's going to cause another man to sin by lusting after her beauty. Let me jump here. A niqab, if that's what it's called, but this is what they wear to cover their faces. They say Muslim and Islam religion or whatever, but this is all Israel practice of the Israelites. But the point is here. It says primarily worn in the presence of non-related men. Why? So they cover their faces up primarily in the presence of non-related men. Why? Because the beauty of a woman makes a man happy. It cheereth his countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. So a woman that has a man, her ass needs to be fucking covered. Because she's walking around all by herself and she's not covered up. Everyone's gonna be looking at her like, damn, she look good, damn, she look good. But then now they sinning on not knowing because you got a man. No, it's not the man's fault that they shouldn't be looking. They shouldn't act a certain way. You don't understand what. That's ignorant and that's simple thinking. It's not how things work. It's not how it works. Understand the nature of a man. That's why he said, cover up. Women are these beautiful creatures that the Lord made. They need to cover their ass up. The Lord made things to be in a certain order. This is the Lord speaking, Yahweh, Matthew 5:28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. So how can you prevent this? They wasn't lusting after that. The woman that was walking when she was all covered up, they wasn't lusting after her anymore. Ain't nobody said nothing to her. But a bunch of people had something to say when she wasn't wearing the clothing that was appropriate. Now, if she has a man, everybody has committed adultery in his heart. She caused like 20 plus people to commit adultery in their heart because she's not fucking wearing what she's supposed to. And she gonna get punished for that too. because a woman's beauty makes a man happy. It's gonna catch his eye. It's gonna captivate him like art. So you cover it up. But y'all motherfuckers gonna die. Y'all women gonna die if you don't do this. Like you will die if you don't cover the fuck up. And when things get bad out here and you're not covered up, when there is no more law, police to save you, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get got. But it's gonna be because you've been disobedient. That's gonna be why. The woman that's been obedient, they're gonna be protected. But continue. I'm just looking at all these. One's nakedness. Leviticus 18:6. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. And it goes on to say you should not uncover the nakedness of so-and-so people. And this is really of anybody, though, because they're talking about within your family, but anybody of the Israelite nation or anyone that has a wife. But that's just adultery. That's adultery. I'm shortening this. So I'm just end it here with the ones I have in my book. This is Sirach 26 and 21 says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Because, I had really got this on the deck because the woman's beauty is captivating. But, it's a bunch of different reasons. Why it's going to stumble not at the beauty of a woman. Slipping my train of thought. Slack, yeah. But you don't want to do that, ultimately. Let me get this other one low when the other one come back. Exactly how I wanted to say it. This is Sirach 9 and 9. Just going into the whole topic of when a woman is not covered up. Don't stumble at it. You don't know if she's taken. You don't know if she's a good person. You just don't base it off of that. Sirach 9 and 9. It says, don't sit down in the GNT. Don't sit down to eat with another man's wife or join her for a drink. It says, you may give in to temptation of her charms and be destroyed by her passion. So you're going to be overtaken by the beauty that women have. You're going to end up committing adultery. You're going to be overtaken by it. That's why I said don't even sit down. Don't even talk to them. Don't even do nothing with them, with another man's wife. That's out of order. It's going to lead to temptation. You're going to lust after her, or Satan's going to get involved and some fuck shit going to happen and you're dead now. But that's probably it. Yeah, so, yeah. I really ain't got nothing else to say. Yeah, all the main points was made. But you motherfucking women, y'all gonna fucking die. Just like that. Like, you will die if you don't get your shit together. But y'all won't. A lot of y'all gonna die. This is to, if it can reach any sincere women that, plan on changing, will change any women of the elect. Or just to share the information and the idea of how this whole thing works. Why a woman should be covered up. What it can lead to if it's not covered up. If one is not covered up, the power that the beauty of a woman has, it can make a man go off. It can cause a bunch of bullshit. But that's it. Giving all praise and honor go to Yahweh Shem Shiloh when it was edifying and profitable in some form or manner.